Hi, fans of high quality entertainment. Today, I'm going to show you some of my favorite inner gatefold sleeves. So, when you would open up the record, there would be hopefully a interesting picture inside or something to read like this one. Johnny Cash sings the Ballads of the True West. I was thinking, what would be the very first gatefold that I ever saw? And I think it was this one from my dad's record collection. He used to, like everybody else in the 60s, be with Columbia Records and tapes. And he would get these country records, Hank Snow, uh, Johnny Horton, Roger Miller, uh, Tex Ritter, and I would actually enjoy, some of the old country, and I still do today. So this one by Johnny Cash was a double album set, and I remember, like, there's that kind of disturbing photo of the soldier that was killed, and I was a bit puzzled by it. I was thinking, is this real? Like, but it's called. He sings the ballads of the true West, so it must be true, especially if it's coming from Johnny Cash. But it was just, for me being 58, 68, maybe 8 years old, it was disturbing too. But that is probably the first inner gatefold that I've ever seen. But the first vinyl that I had that had a gatefold, I think you know what's coming up here. I don't. Yes, it is Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, and it was only one record, but it opened up, and there they were. And I'm sure if some of you are my age, around my age in the 60s, and remember buying Sergeant Pepper, that, you would just stare at this picture for, while listening to the music and stare at the front cover and the back cover, read the lyrics. It was just a magical time, I tell you. But yeah, that would, if I had to choose an all-time favorite gatefold, inner gatefold, it would be Sergeant Pepper. But I've got some more to show you. The Who, Tommy. Uh, and this was I don't know what you call it, trifold, but it opened up twice. And it was just, like I said, a magical time, in the 60s with, I guess maybe one thing that made it more special is there weren't that many bands that we knew of. There was the Doors, the Beatles, of course, the Monkees, Creedence Clearwater Revival, but it wasn't like it is today with thousands and thousands of bands. So yeah, great artwork for, the whole package, of course. But the inner gatefold, pretty cool. And this one, uh, this is Jefferson Airplane's Volunteers album. And I just, I just think it's one of the best gatefolds because, for humor at least. And it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So yeah, I love the humor of the whole. They were kind of a political band and everything, but they had a sense of humor too. So that was pretty good. Ah, yes, many gatefolds I could have chosen, especially with the incredible Roger Dean artwork. And this one is from Yes Songs, a three-record set. So this is a quadruple gatefold, I guess you would call it, or two normal records two gatefolds put together. But yeah, like his artwork is just so amazing, and so I've always loved that. Quadruple gatefold. Now there are a couple of albums coming up. Uh, maybe not the greatest, not my favorites for a gatefold, but the thing is, here in Canada, I never knew that they opened up because we only got the single cover. There was no gatefold, so we got ripped off. Yeah, this was Black Oak, Arkansas. I was a huge fan of them in the around 73. And so that the front cover on the right and then the back cover on the left, but it did not open up here in Canada, or at least the copy I had didn't. And so I never knew for years and years and years that it was a gatefold. Yeah, and it's a pretty, actually, I really do like that gate. And the uh, the drawing of the hog. And being so innocent back then, I was 58, 69, about 14. I didn't know what they meant by high on the hog. And not only did I get ripped off with no gatefold, this album also came with a poster that I never got. Right there. Yeah. And of course, pretty, really cool. That's the best word to describe it. Houses of the Holy. Kind of a freaky gate. Okay, this is the other one. Blue Oyster Cult's Agents of Fortune. This is the gatefold, the inner gatefold. And my copy of Agents of Fortune did not open up. And yeah, that's really cool. That would have been so cool to have back in the day. But being in Canada, we were ripped off. I don't know why that happened. Maybe if anybody can let me know of other albums that they get it and then they realize later in some other country or whatever it was a gatefold. I should sue somebody. Another favorite of mine, just the memories. Plus, I love the album, The Doors, The Soft Parade. I would stay. I remember, and actually, that woman, but by the tree sitting there, I always used to think it reminded me of Granny from Beverly Hillbillies. I thought maybe that was her, but yeah, kind of a little bizarre, I guess, but cool too. Some Canadian content. So this actually opened up because it's from Canada. The band's from Canada. The Guess Who Share the Land. I just, it was kind of nice. Even back then, I was thinking, you know, uh, the song Share the Land and about Indian rights and everything. And I thought it was really nice, even on I think the front cover and the back cover, that they show this. I think he's a chief. Instead of a band photo, it's a picture of him. So I thought that was very, very nice. And then it came with the lyrics. And that's when I think reading that somewhere, I realized they're Canadian. And I was just so proud. Well, I could have picked more than one for Grand Funk Railroad. This is from Closer to Home. And you can just tell, just looking at that band, that they're going to blow any other band right off the stage. They were definitely, well, they are one of my all time favorite bands. I prefer the earlier years. After about Shining On, I did lose interest in them, but great band. And Mel Shocker with his incredible bass work, one of my all time favorite bassists. And then Don Brewer, great vocalist and drummer. I'm not so, you know, what happened with the way Mel and Don treated Mark Farner. Uh, uh, and then, of course, Mark Farner on great vocals and guitar. And saving my all time favorite for last, besides the Beatles, Sergeant Pepper. Yeah. Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention. We're only in it for the money. So I guess they had an issue with the rights to that, the parody cover at the time, and so they switched it around. So the right side that you see would be the front, and then the back side with Frank on the left would be the back cover. And you'd open it up and you'd see the Sergeant Pepper parody inside. But it was supposed to be, you open it up and there's the Mothers of Invention with Frank Zappa in pigtails and a dress, along with the other band members. So, and I remember seeing that in the record store in the '60s, and I just loved it and seeing Freak Out. But I never heard his music until I got One Size Fits All in 1975. And of course, I was impressed right away. But I kind of figured just from the image that it was my kind of music. Just, I never get tired of, when I see that. And the expression, the guy in the front, I forget his name, but just the look on his face and all of the band members, Don Preston, just their looks. And then uh, Frank saying, "Is this phase one of Lumpy Gravy?" So, yeah, I believe that's it. So, thank you for watching, and I'd love your thoughts on some inner, not outer, inner gatefolds that you love. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.